Hello everyone. Here we are, like I said last time, right in front of the target's location in Skyrim. So let's go ahead and take this guy out and go back and get paid. So like I said, even though this is an assassination, this one is a lot less like an assassination and more like just a normal dungeon you'd go into in Skyrim. So that's weird. Okay. You can wait for that to stop, or you can run through it. Fire's actually not that threatening. I'm going around though, because I'm a bit of a collector and I like trying to grab everything I can, so take care of that person over there. Come on. Don't be shy. It's not like your friend just dropped dead or anything. Calm down. There we go. Oh, a bandit outlaw. I wasn't actually sure if we'd be seeing those yet. Ooh, two of them too. So these are just higher level variations of bandits. They take more hits and they hit harder. And sometimes they have better armor and weapons too, but not a lot of times. Like, a lot of people you'll notice wear like iron or hide armor and then use like hunting bow and steel weapons. You will run into the occasional boss with better stuff, but for the most part it's pretty basic. Like I said, after I get out of this, I'm gonna make that hunting bow better so that I can use a bow that I actually think looks cool instead of this that I have right now. I just really don't like how I think this starts a quest. I don't like how the ancient Nord bow looks that much. It's fine, but definitely not my favorite design. Let's pick up what this person had. Can't even hide armor, okay. Actually, even more than just that next time, I'm gonna go ahead and do some smithing as well, in general. I could attack that guy from right here, especially if I used fire, but I like getting a different vantage point on him, so we'll go around the long way, and I think we can actually get rid of his cronies with like ballistas, so unless I'm thinking of a different dungeon, but expert locks can be tricky. I just need to be a little more patient than I'm being. They're no master locks, but they're still a pain in the butt. Let's see, a little lower then? No? So it's higher. From within your mind, no one else can find the life that you inspire. From another place, not from outer space, but from some place even higher. Remlazar. Shit. Okay, yeah, sorry for that outburst. I use the word higher and I just have to reference that video. If you're curious about what that is, just Google Remlazar. I got shown it, or I got introduced to it by a streamer named Vinesauce that I watch pretty regularly, and ever since he started talking about that, I've also become obsessed. It's just perfect. Okay. Finally got through that door. Took way longer than it needed to. Ah, yes, there are the ballistas. Ugh, I wish I could talk. So we can just pull these levers and watch as things explode. It's pretty cool. Oh, it didn't even hit anybody. That's lame. Let's go ahead and make sure this guy dies. Potions, frostbite, yes. There we go. Target eliminated. Second target down. Oh. That wasn't nice of you. You should just not live. There we go. Take the key just because if I don't have to lockpick, I will definitely not. I mean, it's not that hard of a mini game, but still it's annoying enough that I'll avoid it when I can. Yeah, we could always enter the Dawn Guard to at least at least long enough to get a crossbow. This guy has a frost. There we go. Goody. This gate will open right up. I think there's... Oh, good. I should have kept sneaking. So this bandit thug actually has steel armor instead of iron armor, like I was talking about a bit. Like I said, they'll sometimes have better stuff, so I'm gonna try to get my distance a bit from this person. Hey, you know, if it works, it works. Okay. Run again. Just try to keep your distance whenever you're using a bow, and the AI in this game is not always the smartest, so you can a lot of times get them stuck on something. Or I could always just do this here. The Imperials have a power called Voice of the Emperor, where you yell and all angered enemies calm down for a little bit. So I'll use that opportunity to take out this bandit thug. Or mostly take out that bandit thug. But it's enough of a boost, I think, to give me the fight. There we go. So, like I said, you just have to think of everything you have. I wasn't able to use that power last time when the wolf attacked, the ice wolf, because it works on people, not animals. The wood elf class has one that works on animals, though, and not only does it work on the animals, it also works on making the animals fight for you and put them under your control, if I remember correctly. It might just be calming them, but if I'm right, I'm pretty sure I'm right, that it lets you control the animal. Oh, an empty chest? What kind of fun is that? Ooh, gold. Oh, speaking of master locks, these little buggers are tricky. They have a very specific spot that you have to hit. The luck on that is basically on the same part. I will take the dwarven metal, the gold ore. Found a nice little treasure place. So that's good. Let's see. Take all that. Don't need the hide bracers though. So I can't remember if this ends up opening into a bigger dungeon. I kind of feel like it does. And if it does, I don't know if we need to be doing it right now. I'm being seen. Oh, good. Hi. Oof. This was a mistake. All kind of a mistake. So I'll go ahead and run a bit. Level up so I have health. Oh, let's see. We'll put this in... We might have to save it for sneak. Yeah. So we'll just save that perk for now and use it later. I'm gonna say mission accomplished here. We can come and dungeon dive later, if we want to. Because for now, I think, like I said before, this is mostly at this point a Dark Brotherhood playthrough. So it's always nice to do some of the extra things though, and I have fun going through the different dungeons. Here, I'll demonstrate what I mean by the fire not really hurting much. See, barely took any damage, so as long as you're running through the fire and you just don't stand there, those fire traps aren't really anything to be afraid of. And the dwarven robot guy is no longer after us, which is nice. So let's not go to Muiri yet. I'm gonna show you guys something a little cool. Now this, I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I figure I will. I'm not sure if anybody knows of this, and I'm actually a little afraid of it messing up my game to the point that it will stop recording properly. But it's just a bit of an exploit, kind of a bug. It's a Bethesda game, so it's not a surprise to anyone, I'm sure. Okay, you jump up on this barrel, and then you position yourself, jump over, and you keep mashing the jump button, and you can wiggle around a little bit, sneak and such. I know another thing I like to do is jumping across. There we go, and we're out. Suddenly, we are in an untextured Skyrim where things like to disappear and not be fully textured, like the water that's supposed to be here, or the houses that are supposed to be there. So yeah, it's kind of weird, right? I wish that was the end of what I'm showing you, but it's not. I'm gonna show you guys something really interesting. So in Skyrim, every vendor has a chest that they work from, and most chests are not accessible, like even if you know tricks like this. But Yorlin Greymane is not as smart as the rest of the vendors here in Skyrim. So he is able to be exploited. I've been pretty bad at knowing where to go for this recently. That's not Jorvesker, so I think it's a little further up. So basically, his area is not as well guarded as most other... here we go. So we go up here. You'll notice that a lot of the rocks are like missing textures. You can see right through the floor. But that's okay. Dragonborn don't care. Tryhard is not one to fear chasms. So now we play Harry Potter a bit and walk through this stone. And here's Yorlin's chest. And we just jump, search, and we're going to take everything. Now another little trick that's fun is you can crouch, draw your bow. It actually makes you move ever so faster when you're overweight, which is really handy. It's not like a lot of help, but it's enough to make a difference. So we'll go ahead and make our way back up to Yorland. in a moment. Moving very slowly. There we go. What? We never abused a glitch or a bug. We never exploited anything. It's all good. So now we are going with all this junk we found that was totally legit. And we're gonna sell it back to Yorland and get even more of his money, because he had like 1100 gold in there, and he'll also have 1100 gold when I go to sell him stuff. And then he also had crafting materials and the such, so I'll be able to make a bunch of steel arrows, hopefully, and move on from there. So Yorland's not here because it's nighttime, but the easy remedy for that is to wait. And he's usually up here around 11, I believe. He's a bit later than most vendors. There we go. He should be around here somewhere. There he is. Hi, Yorland.
Got a lot of steel to shape.
Gods be praised. Okay, so now we just sell back all this junk we got that we don't want. So 2 of these bows can go. This longbow. I might keep the pickaxe on me just in case I find some good ore veins. Get rid of those. That. There we go. I'm not sure if I had that yet, so. Oh, I sold the scaled stuff. Oh well. It happens. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this just because it doesn't matter. I have my own variation of it, so. Alright, we should be able to move around at the proper speed again. We'll go ahead and make that thing a little better, that hunting bow. Oh, they're just tempting me, aren't they? Oh well, I'll stick with this for now, and hopefully soon we'll be able to switch to a different kind of bow entirely, like the elven bow. But I just like how the hunting bow looks much more than the ancient one, so we'll go ahead and stick with this. The main ingredient of arrows is firewood, so we're gonna have to sit here and chop some for a bit, but that's all good because it is still October and I have that book of witchcraft spells, so let's read some of those again. Okay, let's see.
I work for Bellefield at the general goods store. Come by Bellefield's shop
Okay,
at the market.
let's do
Show
that
you
again.
something.
I'm sorry this is taking a moment. I just want to make sure I get a nice and interesting spell to read. These are a freaking riot, so.
Yes.
Especially when you find some of the more extreme ones. This guy here is waiting for me to get done chopping wood, but he's gonna have to wait.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Again. I just want to make sure
Yes.
that I get plenty of that.
Need something?
Oh, here's a really good one. To be lucky in every enterprise. To be lucky in every enterprise, take a green frog and cut off its head and its 4 feet. Then on a Friday with a full moon, put them in an elder tree and keep them there for 21 days. removing them on the 21st day precisely at
What can I
midnight.
do for you?
Then expose the parts of the frog to the light of the moon for 3 nights. Afterward, dry the frog parts in an earthenware pot that has never been used. Take the dried frog parts and grind them into a powder. Mix the powder in equal measure with crushed earthenware taken from a cemetery, if possible from the grave of someone in your family. Carry the powder mixture with you. It will help you succeed in any undertaking. Now,
Come by
let me
Bellafor's
just
shop.
put out a warning here. Don't do that because it won't work. And even if it did,
Don't mean to be
those poor frogs didn't deserve it, so it's not worth doing it. Not to the frogs.
Oh, did you need something?
Shut up, Sigurd. I'm over here just trying to read my spell books to my audience,
Need something?
and you're like just blabbing on.
Hmm.
You about done, tryhard? Thank you. Okay. So now we have plenty of wood and also are once again over encumbered. Maybe if I can talk right, that'd be nice. We'll probably make a few of these arrows, hopefully, and then go and sell some stuff to the general store. Okay, hi Adrian. Adrian! Okay, and there's that guy. He wants to talk to me really bad. He's looking for someone and thinks I'm gonna help him, but I'd really rather not talk to the guy. Alright. So, we made all the arrows we can there. Make some here. There we go. So that was a little bit of stuff. We can make some jewelry as well. I just usually go for whatever sells for the most. So we'll make those. Another good thing to make is these building materials, because you can make them for not a lot of stuff, and they'll knock your smithing up as well, but right now I don't really have any place to put them, so I'm not going to do that yet. But once I have a chest that I feel comfortable leaving my stuff in, I'll do that.
You there. We're looking for
Yeah, guy, I don't care. His quest we might do later, but they'll just be here anyway, so.
Good afternoon.
You're someone who can get things done.
Let's see if I have anything she'll take. Sell her that. I'm not even sure how much overweight I am, so. You know, I think I might just go buy the house this time, because I might as well.
Don't forget to check inside this.
Also, I have tons of leather I can make, so that might be a part of the problem. So I'll make a bunch of this leather, which will be 2 pounds each, but then we can cut how much it is by a little bit by making them into strips, which I'll go down to 10 leather. There we go.
Got some good pieces out here if you want to buy.
And then we'll run over here and buy this house, I suppose, because it'll be nice just to have a place to plop what I want to plop, so I don't have to carry it all around. Let's sell to Bellathor real quick. Try to get the most money I can. Buying the houses are probably my least favorite thing to buy, because like with almost any other store, you can just sell back stuff, so you end up like not in a deficit. But yeah, take it, dude. I just don't want the weight. Okay. But with buying houses, it's gone. So we'll see if I can't get this house fully decked out too. Yeah, excuse me. I took a drink of my tea. Constant comment at night. I love constant comment, so I made some. It's a really nice spicy tea. Not spicy in the way, like, not like a jalapeno spicy, but like spices. It has a lot of spices. Tastes really good.
What is it, Imperium?
Okay. I'm gonna disenchant what I
Come to
can.
Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest.
Just that. So at some point I can sell that
It seems this
Warhammer.
damnable conflict is Take a look.
I'll just sell the clothes to this guy. I still have that tunic. I'll just sell these two. Why not? I like money. Okay.
You know, if you've got the aptitude.
Now we gotta go talk to Preventus, wherever he may be. He's a little annoying because he kind of gets around. Like, I don't always know where that guy is. He might be up here talking to the War Council. I've seen him go in there before. Let's just wait a little bit and see if he'll stand next to Balgruuf or out at the dinner table. So I can buy a dang house instead of having to run around in circles.
What do you need?
Oh, good, Lydia. I'm glad you walked across the hall.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword.
I know this, or something like this, ends up being a quest later. Where are you, Preventus? I'm kind of annoyed.
Remember that I like my meat rare.
My people want to see progression, not running around Whiterun friggin' Dragon Reach. There he is.
Divine's blessing.
I thought you didn't like that guy.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Here's the key to your new home.
I'd like to decorate my home.
And of course, now, what would you like to
Let's
purchase?
start with bedroom furnishings.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well.
Loft
Is there anything
decorations.
else you'd like to purchase?
Dining
well.
room.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything
Alright,
else?
we're living the high life here. I'm not gonna have Tryhard living in some dank, crappy house. So,
Is there anything else you'd like to
we're gonna give him the best.
Very well.
There we go.
Is there anything
It may have
else you'd
taken
like
all
to
my money,
purchase?
but I now have a house complete with
Enjoy your visit to Dragon.
an alchemy table. And Lydia's going there to squat in my house from now on, so... I don't remember inviting her, but whatever.
Damn those playmates to oblivion. They want to back
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hostility in the war in this hold, because there's like a main family that supports the Imperials and another main family that supports the Stormcloaks. So they're arguing at almost all times.
A letter from the Jarl.
Okay, so this letter basically just is telling me that I can buy property in Falkreath if I do a favor for the Jarl of Falkreath, which maybe I'll do sometime, but not now. It's not important yet. Cool, so we are now in Tryhard's home. And it's complete with this awesome little alchemy lab. And like I said, I was collecting books so I can put them on my bookshelf. So let's do that. Oops, I didn't really want to put any of the paper up there, but... Oh, okay. Let's take that. Take it out. Dang it. I want to activate the shelf, please. Thank you. There. There, that's fancy. Alright, and then, the other cool thing is there's a few weapon plaques that you can, put your stuff on, and a chest that you can put your stuff in, which I will put this in there. All that stuff in there. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we've done that. We're in our house. We have all that stuff. So, we can now continue with the story and go back to Markarth and tell Muiri that her dirty deeds have been done. Or, I can't remember if I want to do something else. Wait. What am I all wearing? Okay, good. So back to Markarth we go. This is our first official job with the Dark Brotherhood, so hopefully we impress. That's an elven sword right there. I really like those. The elven weapons look pretty cool.
What am I supposed to do? Never leave the house. You want that ended?
You're closing the stall, and that's final.
So the meat seller here has a weird secret that we might see later.
Fresh meat for your stomach? Hey,
Oh, sorry, guard.
What can I do for you?
There's that lady. Okay. What's weird about her is she's the only adult in Skyrim that for some reason is labeled a child. I think the point is she's supposed to be a teenager, in which case she's still a child, so makes sense, I guess.
What news?
Here's Muiri.
Thank you.
Elaine Defont
Bastard
is
got
dead.
exactly what he deserved. And I heard about Nilsine. You have more than fulfilled your part of the bargain. Please, take this.
A symbol of her
payment
affection, huh?
And a symbol of my affection. I'll never forget you.
Alright, Muiri's ring. I wonder what that does for us. 400 gold. That's all these people's lives were for you? It's just, potions being made better, but, you know, that's better than having nothing. Alright, now we get to go back and tell Astrid that we did her request to the T. She's down here. I wonder why it's a shadow of its former self. I'm sure we'll find out when we're playing through.
Ah, you're back. So, how went your first real contract?
That seems a little
More
extra. I live
exciting
only
than
to
what Azir's
serve.
been offering, I'd wager?
I'll remain silent.
Very well.
Tryhard
I
doesn't.
respect your discretion. Now, I need your assistance
Mess
with a
around.
matter of a more personal nature.
Okay.
It's Cicero. Ever since he arrived,
What?
his behavior's been
You're telling me that Cicero is
erratic would be an understatement.
is suspicious? What are you talking
But
about?
it's worse than that. He's taken to locking himself in the Night Mother's chamber and talking to someone in hushed but frantic tones. Who is he speaking with? What are they planning? fear treachery.
Yeah, she is kind of being paranoid, but
You must understand. If Cicero is turning the others against you, against us,
but if
our
it's
family would not
if he's able to
survive
turn
such
everyone
division.
against you, don't you think it's probably for a reason?
Dear brother, I need you to steal into that chamber and eavesdrop on their meeting.
Awesome,
There'll be no
so
use clinging to the shadows. They'll see you for sure. No, you need a hiding place. Somewhere they'd never think to look. Like inside the Night Mother's coffin.
yeah, I get to sit in a coffin.
No objections then? Good. Go now, before they meet, and report back to me with whatever you learn.
Well, I do worry a little about being shut into the coffin, because there are bugs that can happen almost any time you get into the coffin where you don't get out, and you have to reset and go from your last save and hope that it doesn't happen again. So hopefully that doesn't happen during this playthrough. You'd think they'd lock it better than with just a novice lock. Oh, isn't she pretty? Okay, so we get to hear what Cicero's up to, apparently. Hopefully.
Are we alone?
There we go.
Yes. Yes. Alone. Sweet solitude. No one will hear us, disturb us.
This honestly would be a pretty good time to read another spell, but let us focus on the story a little.
I've spoken to them, and they're coming around, I know it. The wizard Festus Crex. Perhaps even the Argonian, and the Unchild. What about you? Have you spoken to anyone? No? No, of course not. I do the talking, the stalking, the seeing, and the saying. And what do you do? Nothing! Not
I think someone's a little bitter.
I'm angry. Oh, never. Cicero understands. Cicero always understands.
Ooh, Cicero always
We'll
understands.
talk when you're ready, won't you? Won't you? Sweet night, mother.
Poor Cicero, dear Cicero, such a humble servant, but he will never hear my voice, for he is not the listener.
Oh.
Oh, but how can I defend you? How can I exert your will if you will not speak to anyone?
Oh, but I will speak. I will speak to you, for you are the one.
Cool.
Yes, you. You who shares my iron tomb, who warms my ancient bone.
Please don't say that.
I give you this task. Journey to Wallen Road. Speak with Armand Mortier.
Poor Cicero has failed you. Poor Cicero is sorry, sweet mother. I've tried so very hard, but I just can't find the listener.
Tell Cicero the time has come. Tell him the words he has been waiting for all these years. Darkness rises when silence dies.
Neat.
What? What treachery? Defiler! Debaser and defiler! You have violated the sanctity of the Night Mother's coffin!
You just opened it for no reason.
Yourself! Speak, worm! She spoke to you? more trickery and deceit. You lie! The Night Mother speaks only to the listener! And there is no listener! She said that. She said those words. To you. Darkness rises when silence dies. But those are the words, the binding words, written in the keeping tomes. A signal so I would know. Mother's only way of talking to...
I could be so mean to this guy if you think about it. Like, I could be like, hey, the Night Mother says you need to take a shower.
She's back.
Hey dude, Night Mother said you're ugly.
She has chosen a listener. She has chosen you. All hail the listener.
Awesome. So now, we get to listen to the Night Mother, which is something this lady can't do.
Are you all right? I heard the commotion. Who was Cicero talking to? Where's the accomplice? Reveal yourself, traitor.
Yeah.
I spoke only to the Night Mother. I spoke to the Night Mother, but she didn't speak to me. Oh, no! She spoke only to him, to the listener.
It's true.
What? The listener? What are you going on about? What is this lunacy?
It's true. It's true. The Night Mother has spoken.
Booga booga booga.
Silence has
I'm
been
the listener.
broken. The listener has been chosen.
When I heard Cicero screaming, I knew you'd been discovered. I feared the worst. Are you all right? Then
I'm
what in
fine.
Sithis name is going on? Cicero spoke to the Night Mother, but she spoke to you. Is this just more
True,
of a
she
fool?
spoke to me.
What? So Cicero wasn't talking to anyone else. And the Night Mother, who, according to everything we know, will only speak to the person chosen as listener, just spoke. Right now.
To you.
You?
Yes.
By Sithis. And? What did she say? Amand Motier? I have no idea who that is. But Vollenrude, that I have heard of. And I know where it is. No. No. Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but you take your orders from me. Are we clear on that? The
I
Night
thought
Mother may
we
have
took
spoken
him
to
from
you, but
that
I am still
lady
the
who
leader of
talks
this family.
directly to
I
Sithis,
will
but
not have my authority so easily dismissed. I need time to think about all this. Go see Nazir. Do some work for him.
alright, so we get to
Find
go
out when I'm
do
ready to
some more
discuss the matter further.
small time crimes, which is fine. So we've now become the listener, and we can hear directly what the Night Mother says to us, and get the
I serve this sanctuary.
contracts
Life
we're
is
supposed to
simple
get,
and good.
instead of just relying on, you know, ears out in the wild. So next time we'll be doing some work for Nazir, it sounds like. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys tune in again. See you next time.